This is a Limit Breaking News Update. Hey, Limit Break Radio listeners, it's Aniro here with a Limit Breaking News Update. I want to thank everyone for being patient with us today. I know the episode usually goes up a little bit earlier in the day, but we've been waiting patiently for the live letter to go down from E3. Well, it just got wrapped up, and there's some exciting announcements that I'd like to share with you before we get into today's show. This is just going to be a real quick list of what was covered in the live letter, with more information and more discussion to come on the next episode of Limit Break Radio. So jumping right in, the biggest addition shown off in today's live letter is the Rogue class in Ninja Job. Yoshi P talked a little bit about how the jobs will function, with Rogue's emphasis being on speed, stealth, and the use of poisons, and Ninja's building on those skills with mudras and ninjutsu. There will be variable combinations of mudras, which are ninja hand signals. I don't know, maybe you know them from like Naruto or something. So there will be variable combinations of mudras to create specific ninjutsu effects, and players will have to use the correct combinations in the correct pattern in order for the ninjutsu to be successful. There's also a chance that players can fail this pattern and then therefore fail the skill. Rogue and Ninja are slated to be added to Final Fantasy XIV as soon as patch 2.4 and will be classified as DD classes, but Yoshi P did state that new healing and tank classes were in the works for upcoming expansions. The expansion is a little while off, but don't worry, we can expect Rogue and Ninja as soon as 2.4. Guys, the new job and class come with some stellar animations and gear, so be sure to check out the YouTube trailer that's linked in today's episode post. Yoshi P teased a new difficult 4 Binding Coil of Bahamut called Brutal Mode, which I love the naming of, which sounds like it's still kind of in development, but the core idea is that players will face powered-up versions of all 4 bosses fought currently in Binding Coil. Drops are likely to be the same as what you currently receive out of Binding Coil, with special titles rewarded for completion of the challenge. The team stated that these battles were the original versions of the fight, but the difficulty was ramped down after considerable testing. Patch 2.3 will be opening up new areas, including portions of Cartoono for the event Frontlines. The team has also hinted that changes are in store for Corthus. Yoshi P talked about the marriage system and that it will not lock couples out of the system based on race or gender of their avatars. There's some big additions coming to player housing, including personal rooms in 2.3, personal housing in a much later patch, and free company airships. The team answered a good number of questions and dropped hints at much more content coming down the pike, including 8-man dungeons, large-scale raiding events that large free companies can take part in, and roaming primals. But we'll save some of that for the next episode of Limit Break Radio. But stay tuned, we've got a great episode for you today. We're going to be rating some of your favorite Elitist Party Finder tweets. We also read some of your emails and much, much more. So stick around, we're going to have a ton of fun today on Limit Break Radio. Live from Eorzea. Limit Break with your hosts, Aniro. Google me, bitch. Kahlo.
I want to be fucking Flame Lord Kahlo Landis.
Juxtaposition.
That's fine. I have a small penis. I'm reading forums.
Escalia.
I bought something from Giant Wanker the other night.
LimitBreakRadio.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Limit Break Radio, episode number 6, part 3. Thank you for joining us today. If you're listening on Twitch and joining us in the chat room, I want to thank you. That's twitch.tv/limitbreakradio. I am, of course, one of your hosts, Aniro. Joining me today, we've got a full crew. Kahlo Landis. We've also got Juxtaposition, Escalia Ryumasa, and Nika Kayanian. Was that even close to right?
Yes, that was correct.
Holy shit, I just gave that a blind shot, so that was great.
They're yelling all you
I gave a blind shot to a girl last night, too.
Negative points for not using the casual.
They say mics are far too low.
I know. Yeah, I know that the mics are kind of low. I'm not sure why that's happening. It happened after we brought one of our callers in, and
It hasn't stopped.
yeah,
Screwed it up.
It did. It screwed it all kinds of up.
Those sons of bitches.
God damn it, assholes.
Asshole.
Let's see. Hang on. Let me see if I can give this a little bit more volume. How's this? How's this, guys? Is this better? It should be better.
They'll tell us in 30 seconds.
Yeah, though. But thank you very much for joining us on twitch.tv. Again, twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. Connect with the show and join us in the chat room. You can also call the show if you like. You can add us on Skype. The best way to do that is, the only way to do that is to add the username Limit Break Radio. You can also call us with a landline or a cell phone if you like. The number here, 810-515-8715, and we'll take your call whenever we get around to it. When
we feel like it.
We are broadcasting live from Eorzea. Here we see we've got all of our hosts sitting around the table and a ton of fucking people just sitting around watching us.
Welcome to the party. You're in the cool place where all the cool people are.
So thanks everyone for who's on Sergeant Tannis, who came to now I guess we can reveal our location now.
Somebody needs to get a picture of all of this.
Yeah.
Screenshot.
And that should be our LBR banner on Facebook for a while.
Wow. Or you know what? Let's not do that.
No. I like that idea, but it should be when Kahlo was on the table and dancing for us.
Get some
Nika,
of the
make
bar.
it happen.
Juxta was really into it.
Get some of the bar in there too. There's a bunch of people at the bar.
I think the bar's full right now.
Stop it, Nika. No. Down, Nika. Down.
Dude,
Nika. Nika, sit down, please. Nika.
She's taking off your shirt now.
Nika.
Oh, there go your pants.
Kello's
Nika.
dancing with me.
Nika. God damn it.
I approve.
Like, this
Nika.
bar should be giving us a cut of their profits for the day because we have brought in the clientele.
I really feel like we should be able to dye our underwear because everyone's wearing whitey tighties, and I don't feel like that's accurate.
Just wait till you need my help again, Nika. Just you wait.
Me needing your help? That's a new one.
The day's gonna come now. The day's gonna come.
So thanks for joining us today. We're going to be checking out your emails as well as reading some of our. We plugged this on the last show. How big of a fan we are of the Elitist Party Finder tweets. And if you haven't followed the account yet, they've changed their name just a little bit. It's XIV_PT Finders or PT Finder, just with an R, not an S. So make sure that you follow him on Twitter. If you ever see a ridiculous Party Finder comment, submit it to XIV Party Finders, and they'll retweet it, and maybe it'll get read on the show at sometime in the future. But we've been collecting some of our favorites, and we've had listeners submitting some of their favorites. FFXIV Party Finders has been really active in sending some of their favorites over. So shout out to them, and make sure that you give them a follow on the Twitters. So why don't we read some? We'll just go around the room. Escalia, you want to start?
Yep. Let me bring them up.
Come on,
you
be
don't have them
prepared.
up.
Oh my
Don't have them up.
I'm ready.
Forget it.
Bring it up.
No. I'm gonna no. Hey, he's not ready. He's not ready. What? You're terrible.
So before you join, ask yourself: 1. Do you know how to run myth speed runs? 2. Can you do it in under 6 minutes? 3. Are you on PC? If answer is no, don't join.
What a dick. This here's one of my favorites. Mumble or die! DL Mumble noobs! Do not join if you do not intend to enter Mumble, Newts will be questioned about the boss fight.
Wow, that was intense.
I don't have a voice like that.
I like to think that that's exactly what he was yelling at his screen as he was typing.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get into the head of the author.
It's not someplace you want to be.
And Nero wants to be in the head.
I got one.
Okay.
Leviathan Pro Farm. Have a bunch of clean kills or start a practice group or something so you don't shame yourself and your whorl family.
Now, I can't decide if the Worrell family was really clever or just a typo.
All right, I got one. N greater than G. Tank chest, tank boots, caster head, monk pants, dragoon chest, dragoon belt, dragoon pants, bard gloves, and healing gloves locked.
That's like everything.
Yeah.
7 players remaining. 26 minutes remaining.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right. Here's one for the Naval Extreme. Weekly clear! Pros! I want pros only!
Nika, do you
That
have
one
any?
was probably written like that.
Yes, there were so many exclamation points, it had to be written like that.
Nika, do you have any you want to read?
Yeah, this one, it makes me mad when people think like this. Fine, I'll give in to all the whiners and let a monk into DPS, but I'll be watching. If Grease Lightning drops once, you're never invited to my party again.
Wow.
And this is for T5, which there are parts where, Twin flies in the air and you have to run and stand still, where Grease Lightning is going to drop.
All right.
Or if you get picked for the thing and you have to run in and you're frozen, it's going to drop.
He's watching.
Good
though.
luck, monks.
He is
Good
watching.
luck.
T5 clear grope. Will farm if God. How or bow belong for me lock.
The
English,
war,
do you speak it?
the war leader extreme. Greed weapons, mirror mount free for all. No GF, wife, cat, baby, BF, chupacabra aggro excuses. If you start getting hit, bite the pillow.
It says bite the pillow.
Bite the pillow.
I like that. Bite the pillow.
That's
I like that turn of phrase. That's good.
I got one.
Okay.
Know the fight. Farming. If you don't know it, you will get kicked. No idiots. Know your fucking role. 58 minutes remaining.
Earth's gift. Chocobo leveling party extravaganza. Requirement. Must have Pandora. Be ready to have Katy Perry on blast. PST for Skype.
That sounds awful. No, thank you. Yeah, this I like this
man.
one. Ima of the Lion. Let's jack off some kobolds.
Got one. E-role player looking for ERP, LS, or FC. 14 years of erotic RP experience. Willing to consider LGBT. PST for fanfiction net examples.
Oh God. Oh, ew.
14 years.
14
right.
years.
There's one for the naval extreme. Solo tank strat. Don't know it? Sucks for you. Most fights can be solo tanked, even T4. Dual tank is for scrubs. Ask yourself if you know it. If you say no, GTFO FF14.
ridiculous. I'm just going to quit this game. I don't know the rotation for that.
All right. Here,
Oh,
go ahead.
yeah, okay, here's one. Oh, wait. Where did it go? I lost it. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. This one is for Lost City of Ampidor. Running all to extreme dungeons for sold. Lost City, Holly Tolly HM, Brayflox HM. Going to take a wet poop while party fills up. I had Mexican last night.
Oh, no, here it is. Okay, for Leviathan X. Levi X Mirror Farm. AFK for a minute smoking. Levi's just a big penis. Let's beat it quickly, smoothly, and multiple times. What? I don't even know.
Oh, perfect. That's my favorite.
The Whirl Eater Extreme. What's the shape of Italy? Yes, I will Italy the fuck out of you if you die.
I will Italy the fuck out of you.
I don't get it.
Italy looks like a penis.
I
He's
thought
gonna
Italy
penis
looked
fuck you. If you die.
I like
Break.
this one for Howling Eye Extreme. Just real simple. 2-strike rule. If you're bad, I'm going to put foot up your ass. Red Foreman. plays FF14.
Brayflock's hard. It just baffles me how people buy MMORPGs and only play for 30 minutes or an hour. Put time into this game. Don't join unless you're good for 3 hours.
The Brayflex ones are the best. This one's all caps. Please fucking read. If you aren't a black mage, stop sending me tells. No one wants a fucking melee DPS in speed runs. Keyword speed.
White mage equals holy. 2 black mages equal triple failure rotation. As a warrior, I can solo up to first boss in 5 minutes. If we don't clear 2 bosses under 5 minutes, I will disband.
The Naval Extreme. Kill group, not a learning group. Paragliding is prohibited. Bungee jumping is stage left, not right. Let's have fun.
What?
Ever ask yourself, why won't Titan die? Spend your night watching people fly off a cliff? Then this is the group for you. XP people needing the kill, apply now.
Here, Jux, I got one for you.
Alright. Who's Doji Weight of Land? What is that even word?
I don't know that bottom part.
Really don't that fucking hard, poo-poo. Plus Doji Weight of Land. Wow. Very super bomb. Such landslide. Pulls Doji Weight of Land! Exclamation points.
Oh, God.
This one is like bad, but I like it just because of how serious it is. Selling extreme run / levy included. Turn 1 through 7. For additional info, feel free to send me salt. Free quote, no obligation.
Your quote is free.
Free quote, no obligation.
What the fuck?
No, I got that one.
Like you're gonna send him a message and then he's like, oh, I'm obligated now. Now I gotta do it.
Well, it's like you're allowed to ask.
What? Talk it to the mic, Juxta. Jesus, you're not an intern anymore.
Naval Extreme. Ain't nobody got time for hard N-word. Don't join unless you got balls so hard, player. And that's why I wasn't in the mic at the moment, at the start.
Here's one for turn 5. Know the fight! Farming! If you don't know it, you will get kicked! No idiots! Know your fucking role!
From the War Leader Extreme. If you have met Ariel, don't bother joining.
That one's actually kind of clever. I'm actually going to give it to that
Some
guy.
of them I really like. Like some of them, I would join them because of these.
Here's one, all in caps. Garuda EX! No echo buffs! No items, no food, no black mages, no summoners, no bards, monks only! Final destination!
I was gonna say, what the fuck does he want then?
What's...
He wants just monks. It's set up for only monks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God. Thank you, listeners, for suggesting many of these. Many of these came from you guys, and we do appreciate it.
Need more for fat grinding. Birds welcome. And I don't mean bard, I mean BIRDS. Birds welcome. We'll only open 4 slots so we can fit our birds in.
No, people do that because you like to raise your chocobo. That's a thing. Like that.
I thought it meant bards.
Say, like, chocobo's welcome.
Here's a turn 5 group that must be run by like the CIA or the FBI because they will background check.
I like all the ones that are like, I will check your lodestone. Don't join if you're anonymous.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, those are nice. Look up farming in the MMO dictionary. It means continuously downing a fight for items. Can't do it? Don't join. Also, I can tell you if you're a PS3 player, it's obvious.
So,
Uber pissed. Want to get Titan weekly clear party. Join if you're fucking pissed. Okay.
All right. I need another fat person to join me in forming a 2-man bobsled team. We're going to defect to Russia and get awesome Team Russia Olympic track jackets.
What is that advertising for, though? Is that just a random
It's
comment
for
one?
Dead Legend, Surthus Central Highlands. I don't think it's for anything specific.
Just a comment.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, man.
Some of these are so great.
Oh, God. These are fantastic.
Not speed running. Got off work. Tired. You don't like the slow pace? Then find another group. I will leave and find a replacement for you.
Bro,
Just
do you
letting you know how
even
it's
AoE?
Here's one for Binding Coil Turn 2. EXP, please. Turn 2 Underage Strategy. 2 healers, TY.
Underage?
Underage?
What?
We gotta keep that guy away from the 14 years of erotic fanfiction.
It's probably the same guy. Oh, God. Oh, man. These are great. All I want to do is craft, and ka-ching, take your money. 50 all crafts. Tips appreciated. Oh, my God. I'm either crying or I'm sweating into my eyes.
Okay.
I can't tell.
Going for clear, semi-learning, paladin group, and still needs to work on dive bombs, but she's a fast learner. No rage quitter. Polite, helpful people, so no Americans.
Oh, I got one. If you're gonna zone into Mordona, please blacklist Targaryen. He's just shouting out spoilers to the X-Men movie. Fuck! Slash blacklist. Yes.
Oh, what a troll. Oh, that's fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, too funny. Oh, that was the one I had just pulled up, too. If you cannot one-shot, please go find another party. High-level skilled players only. Farming! Looking for mirrors only. One-shot pros only.
Here, this isn't quite a screenshot of the party finder, but apparently Dr. McNubin tweeted, seriously at FFXIV_PT finders is suck a fucking fuckstard. To which our friends over at Party Finders responded, wow, you sound like a smart and mature fellow. Keep it up. You'll have many friends with that attitude.
I think I had piled on that mess by tweeting, you mad, bro? Oh, all right. So make sure that you follow at XIV_PT Finders and check out those amazing tweets. It's a really great account to be
What the
subscribed
hell is
to.
wrong with
Guys,
this community?
Guys, I have one more.
Okay.
Just got my first Zenith. Let's turn it into an Atma. Stay until we get all 12, please. You're gonna have a bad time.
That's cute.
Such innocence.
This community is really weird, not just because of what we're looking at on the Twitch stream, but oh my god, the Party Finder tweets are just so amazing.
Can you please put me back in my chair with my clothes on? I
I
am.
don't know. You're sitting. I mean,
Yeah, okay.
God, there's face.
Good
so
enough.
creepy.
Just open my character sheet and
sheet.
hit a gear macro thing.
Kind of makes you appreciate like our LBR community because like there are some shitty people on these servers.
Oh, I know.
Like what the hell?
I know. Why? It's hilarious that people think that they can get away with being so shitty, and think that there's not going to be any repercussions. Because I guarantee you that Dr. McNubin guy was probably one of these Party Finder.
What is in your lap?
that would be my friend Anthera. Welcome to my lap.
My gosh.
Penis head thing.
Wow.
Wow.
Again, if you're missing out on the visual end of this, you want to be subscribed. Twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio.
This bar is just a madhouse. There's people chilling, people dancing, people crafting.
So yeah, one guy's just crafting in the background.
That guy's like, you know what? I want to get in the shot here, but I got to do something. I can't just sit there.
I got shit to do.
If I make something for LBR, maybe they'll finally let me on the show. I can be an intern.
All right. Again, follow XIV_PT Finder to check out some of those tweets. If you ever see a ridiculous Party Finder message, take a screenshot. Tweet it to at PT Finder. XIV_PT Finder.
Make it go away.
He's there he goes. There he goes.
I love how he just comes up and smiles.
There's a ghost in our background.
Where's he
too.
going?
Oh god.
He's just gonna go in the corner. It's just a white dot.
We got freaking Slender Man in our background.
But it's not. He's not slender. He's like
Something slender about
wide.
him.
Okay, we got
Wide
Chunky Man. Yeah,
It's so creepy.
we got the bosses from like Mega Man 7.
All right, still coming up. We've got to give away this copy of Final Fantasy XIV Before Meteor soundtrack.
Spoilers. I win it.
No, you don't.
Can I have it?
No. No, you can't.
Sounds.
Sounds.
Let's move on to emails.
Emails.
You can't just rip off another show's thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I came up with that all on my own.
Hey guys, Kaya. Let's go with Kaya. Kaya
It's
from
Kia.
Kia.
It says key first, and then Kia.
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 Like the car.
Kia.
Hey, Kia here from Leviathan with a curious conundrum for you. We play FF14 regularly and engage with the world through the players we come into contact with and what we do. What if it were actually real life, adventuring and the likes? Would you do the same things and perform the roles you play now, or would you change? Would adventuring and fighting be too much for you in real life, and you'd settle for being a retainer, a crafter, or a vendor, or perhaps you'd be excited at taking at the chance to kick some ass? I'd personally look to become a chocobo breeder / trainer. Regards, Kia from the Leviathan server.
Wait, they have a last name.
Yeah, what's her last name?
Oh God. Why don't
have fun with
you
that.
guys take a shot? I don't
Kia
know.
Uchnuma.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm going with Uknoma.
sure.
I'm going with Yume.
Good. Nice job.
Good.
So, what if FF14 was real life? What would you guys be doing?
Well, obviously, I would be a badass still, and I'd still be an archer, because I have a special power called the Echo. I don't know if you guys know about it, but I'm special. So obviously, I can't just become a normal NPC or whatever. So I'd have to go around saving the world. And I don't know.
That's really weird that you mentioned that. I have the Echo too.
So do I. That's
Shut up.
so weird.
Shut up.
I don't.
I'm pretty sure Scalia doesn't.
I don't know.
Scalia doesn't.
No.
He's even.
I can't even jump. I don't know how you guys figured that out.
You can be my retainer.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. But I don't know if you know this girl named Minfilia, but she has the hots for me. Like, whoa.
I see.
I bet.
A little bit delusional there, I think.
No, not even a little bit. She keeps like asking me to come to the Waking Sands and bullshit. It's getting kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to drop her.
She's clingy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? You know who I see you with?
Don't even say
Y'shtola.
God, I hate her so
Yes.
It's inevitable.
You
a
two
love-hate
make a great
relationship.
couple.
much. I'm with
It's inevitable.
You agree. They just stick together.
She's all scaly.
So
You don't know that.
You can see it on her tail. She's gonna leave
could just be
She's gonna leave a mean rash, man.
It could just be a scaly tail. She's the Tali of Azoria at the moment. Because you can't see her face.
I would be the guy who
And she's purple.
I would be the guy bragging about defeating Libidicus. That's the guy that I would
You're
be.
that guy.
I'm that guy.
Yes.
Or Titus.
Leviabetus.
Nero, I think you might be the only person here wherein, if it were real life, you'd be doing exactly what you're doing right now. You'd just be having like a radio show in the middle of Surface.
Yeah, no, okay. That's fair. I would be doing exactly what we're doing right now.
No,
Except
I
instead
would
of
probably be a glamour cosplayer.
I'm already that. I have a Link cosplay. I was thinking about cosplaying as my character from Final Fantasy, cosplaying as Link. Cosplayception.
My Rogadin is the sexiest lightning cosplayer on the server, I will say. I had that as my paladin glamour for a while, and it was beast.
What the hell have you dressed me in?
We are matched. We're twinsies.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Wow, you're very pink.
It's worse than being naked, isn't it?
You're
Well, okay,
Marginally.
that's bard armor. That's what you're supposed to wear.
Wow.
It's still fucking
And we have
hideous.
some
It doesn't make it
purple
less hideous.
Purple hats are so cute. I
You
don't know
own
what
that
I have.
gear.
You only have yourself to blame for this, Colin.
I would be fan cred, except not a douche.
All right, I could see that.
Well, how would you?
Actually, I could see that too.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that.
But he's already
They
a
can all
douche.
see it.
But you would
You're
be
already a
too.
douche. How would you
You
not
would
be a
just be
douche if you're
fan
fan cred? You're kind of a douche nozzle. Come on.
You're a douche nozzle.
Admit it. You're a
Look,
little
right
bit.
there's your nozzle. The rest of it's the douche.
You're a douche
You're a douche.
nozzle.
You're a douche nozzle.
Hey, is Yoshi trending on Twitter yet?
No, I don't think
It
it's
had like
trending.
11
Not quite.
How many do you need to trend? Gosh. We have 10,
Well, last I looked.
12? Oh my gosh.
Guys, come on, you're not retweeting enough. If you don't have a Twitter account, go make one to retweet Yoshi.
And if you do
To
have
all
a Twitter
zero of
account,
your
make
friends.
another Twitter account.
We're real twinsies now.
Wow.
That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do.
That'll do.
All right.
We are currently at 13 retweets and 8 favorites.
So, Escalia, if 14 was real life, you would be you wouldn't exist.
No,
You'd
I'd be playing.
dead.
I'd be leveling up my Beastmaster, working my way through Chains of Promathia. Like I got this girl I'm hanging out with, Prish and Almia. They're awesome.
Would you be dead or not even born?
Well, according to the Shantoto event, apparently they're both going on simultaneously. So I'd just be in a different dimension.
Okay.
I'd just be hanging out.
Alt dimension.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Fighting empty.
All right.
Fighting empty.
Thank
Sweet.
you very much for that email, Kia. Appreciate it. Hey guys, this is Bon Root from the Sargentana server. Just wanted to post an achievement. Cleared T5 today after weeks of smashing my face into it. So, congratulations!
Well, there's more.
If you'd have used a
all of
weapon
it.
instead of
What
your
the
face, it'd
heck?
have gone faster.
Don't half-ass the emails.
You're disrespecting Bon. What the fuck? I'll say it for you. The story alone was worth it.
But then
That's
he doesn't.
all for now.
But then he doesn't tell the story.
Keep up the great
That's
podcast.
spoilers.
Spoilers.
What? What
The
is...
T5 winning cutscene is major plot twist.
Okay, well, it said it's a long... What the fuck? He didn't say anything about the story, though.
No, he means clearing the
Oh,
storyline, not the story of it happening.
Yeah, see, I thought he was talking about the story of him winning. The story
Oh,
alone
it
was
sounds
worth
like you
it.
meant the
Yeah.
story.
No, I get it now. I get
Dibs,
it.
Wow.
dibs on the next email.
Wow.
All right, you want to read it?
Hello, LBR. So I heard on episode 5.1 the contest was going to be a glamour screenshot contest or a costume cosplay contest, so to speak. I couldn't find any information on the LBR website or your Twitter or Facebook. I wanted to know if we're on the right track. Hopefully we can get our lot of fellas glamored up before Monday in time to mail you a screenshot. Well, unfortunately, no.
That was a dumb idea.
They elected to do a different, stupider contest. But at some point in the future, we will have that contest once we figure out another prize. And that came from Clockwork Heart on Marlboro. P.S. I just wanted to mention that my IRL name is Kyle. So when you scream, Kyle! 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 My brothers run to the room to point and scream with you guys. Love it.
That one,
Point out,
that
Mr. Face is spinning in a circle back there.
that one, that one is for you, Clockwork Heart.
Somehow it's
not
even
for
creepier.
How is he doing that?
I like to think this guy has just dedicated himself to finding ways to be scary in this game.
Who's going to read this next month?
Okay, I'll get this
No,
one.
no.
Hey,
no,
folks.
no.
Long time listener.
No! This will take hours if you do this. No.
I got
Hours.
I got
Hours.
Hours.
Hey, folks.
Yeah, that's
Long
better.
time listener from the 11 days, and I've started listening again now that you're back. Having listened to my first episode, the one where you're discussing quest design per the extra credit vid, etc., I gotta say, I don't know if I'm buying it with this go around. I'll explain. Again, I followed
Doesn't know
you-
if he's buying it.
Well, what are we selling?
Yeah.
What are you buying?
Again, I followed you all throughout the 11 days from your first episodes up till it started dying down. The thing that stood out to me and what made me love your show was the pure, unfettered, and 100% genuine love and passion you all had for Vana'diel. It came through in your discussions, even when you weren't talking about the game directly. I remember the high praise you would all heap on the game. I remember praise for the way the game was designed with a specific line, "We don't want a game on a plate, we want to work for it," being used to describe the community's attitude and the game, which I agreed with and shared 1,000%. It's a lot of percent. In other words, you guys loved Vana'diel and it showed in every single episode. So imagine my amazement and disappointment when, while listening to the quest design show, I heard you referencing 11 in a way that almost sounded like you were trying to downplay it. You talked about how MMO worlds weren't enough of a core part of the game experience in MMOs since WoW, which I agree with entirely. Then you made a remark that literally made me, what the fuck? Out loud at work, where I was listening with my headphones on. I forget who said it, but the remark was something to the effect that 14's world was guilty of the just a backdrop, but not a major part of the experience, which I agree with completely. And when they continued to say that 11's world wasn't too great with that either, that's when the what the fuck came out. That flies right in the face of so many remarks I remember that had to do with how much you love the world, the depth, the sense of lore and history, the care and attention to detail put into it. And that was true. Each zone in 11 told a story. Its history was plain to see, either through the writing literally etched in stone or in the geography itself. The ruined towers in Saramunj, the mysterious chalky white structures throughout the world and the spines that connected them. Every zone told a story, and so much of that was directly tied into the story, the missions, the quests. I would argue that Vana'diel is one of the deepest, richest, and most wonderfully realized worlds in any MMO. It was unquestionably a major part of the FF11 experience. So to hear you guys refer to it almost dismissively really set me back and got me thinking, how could a group of people, years singing the praises of that game, suddenly look back on it with such a sense of, I don't want to say dismissal, but it's something close to that. Another area that blew my mind in terms of how you completely overlooked 11 was in discussion of quests being something more involved than just tasks. I kept waiting for one of you to recall how 11 did pretty much exactly what you were discussing was missing in MMOs. None of you did. Not one. You were making suggestions that were literally a description of so much of what you do. How many quests there were in 11 aside from the main story missions that were fully realized. Provided insight into the world, its history, its people, many including a number of cutscenes with familiar characters, and yet you completely overlooked it. So I really have to wonder, has the past few years really wiped your memories of 11 that much? If so, go back and listen to some of your own episodes. Listen to the sheer passion and love you all had for that game, and then consider how you discuss it now, almost with indifference. Is there perhaps some kind of concerted effort on your part to deliberately downplay 11 and the effect it had on all of you, including being a major inspiration for LBR to begin with, just so that you can sort of prop up 14 instead? I gotta say, it's a discredit to 11 either way. 14 does not hold a candle to 11. That's not nostalgia talking, that's the way it is. Hell, right in the episode I listened to, with A Realm Reborn not even out a year, one of you already referred to being bored with it. It seemed like Nero was doing everything he could to try and change that opinion, but really it's pointless. 14 is an uninspired rehash of what we've been getting since WoW. It's dressed up in pretty graphics, the world is great to look at, I'll give them that, and drenched in FF fan service, but there's not much else going on there. It lacks the depth, the soul, and the utter brilliance of 11. Yoshi P played it safe, very safe when recreating it, and it shows. I got through the main storyline, which was decent, but nothing mind-blowing. After that, my options were hop on the endgame treadmill, queue up, and start grinding for gear. No thanks. I unsubbed and uninstalled the game. I've seen all I need to of that game. Sadly, Square Enix has destroyed 11 as well. That's a travesty for another discussion, though. But anyway, this is a longer-winded than I expected it to be, but I had to get that out. I don't know what is going on here, but your notable lack of enthusiasm or regard for 11, in contrast to the passion you all had for it at the time, really surprised me.
Did I write this?
I don't think you know that many
You know what?
words.
They didn't actually say who sent it.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
So-
They didn't sign it.
Well, I tried to talk about 11 a lot today. It hasn't gone well.
All right, so that was pretty long-winded.
It was.
How do we want to tackle this?
Well, I mean, when we brought the show back, we had started with the idea to not try to talk about 11 so much.
It is a 14 show after all.
It is. So I think that we should start with that kind of not necessarily disclaimer, but that sort of explanation is that when we redesigned the show for FF14, the idea was, well, look, we want to engage with the FF14 community in a similar way that we engaged with the FF11 community. That being said, and I'm only speaking personally here, I don't know that I am as passionate about 14 as I was 11, or the world that it exists in. So if and there's this other part where where the development has a really such a strong impact in the direction that the game is going, that I feel to put out criticism does more good than harm. I don't mean to sound like I've been bashing 14 or 11. Because, and we talked about this a little bit with that one series of emails that we got a couple of episodes back. I think when we look back on 11, it's through very rose-colored glasses, and we remember a lot of the things that we liked at the time about 11. I don't like 11 right now in its current incarnation.
That's something that I was going to mention too. 11 was my first MMO.
Yeah.
From the first time, and in fact, I can recall my first quest that I did with my good friend Akeem. We were in Sandoria. All I had to do was go down to the bottom of West
the Akeem
Rhine
story again,
and talk to some NPC. And I'm like, hey, if you team up and help me, I'll share the reward with you. And the reward you get is some seeds or something. And I'm like, don't worry, I'll put it on the auction house and sell it and then send you half of it. That was a big deal. That was epic stuff,
Yeah.
Eat Gil.
Looking back on it, there's absolutely still passion. And what FF11 was at first when we were playing was great.
Yeah.
But what it is now, and you even said this yourself, it's an absolute travesty.
Yeah.
And when we make comparisons on here, it's more to what it is now, not necessarily what it was for us, at least in my eyes.
Right.
And the other thing that he pointed out, too, was how when we were talking about quest design, that all of that is in 11. Yeah, okay, there are some good quests here and there, and when it comes to story missions or rank missions or any of the big things that have to do with the main storyline, we're not talking about those. What I'm talking about is walking through Windurst Waters in some innkeep going, oh, I need a giant flat stone to help me press down my pickle jars. Will you go find one for me and I'll give you a rarib tail? So you go out and you find a stone. You have to go out and find freaking crawlers that are 1 in a million. Hope you get the drop. You spend hours doing it. You go back, she's like, no, this one ain't the right size. Go find another one. And it's rare X. You can only have one at a time. Those are the kinds of things that I'm talking about. Those were horrible. FF11 was bad at those.
But I don't think FF14 omits those. I think you still have those.
No, and I'm not saying that FF14 is any better. The whole discussion of the quest thing was that there is a problem with current quest design.
Right.
I mean, every once in a while you get a gem in any game, but they need to find a way to make that the norm, to make that so that it's like a baseline. But you still bring up an interesting point. But we still love FF11.
Yeah, no, and again, I think any kind of disdain or disillusionment with 11 is just its current incarnation of it.
I think with how much we loved it when we were younger, I'm really jaded about the whole thing. It's a huge part of me. I mean, I met my husband on that game. That will always be a big part of my life. But when I look at it now, it's just, it just really depresses me, and I just can't. It's just completely ruined my view of the game. I remember the good times, but when I look at the game now, it's hard for me to look at it and say, what a great game. Right. Because it really isn't, so.
Well, Escalia, as someone who's actively playing the game at the moment, what's there? What greets you when you log on? I wouldn't even know, is there a population to interact with? Can endgame events still get done? I mean, it just seemed like social interaction was such a large part of that game, and
it was impossible to do anything without it.
Right, and now with so few people logging on and the population being as down as it is, I mean, you're getting maybe a couple of hundred people logging on every day.
Well, no, more than that. No, my server average is 1,500 a night, probably. It's not great, but it's not good, But hey, it is what it is. It's still people. There's still stuff, people around doing stuff, and it really depends on which player you are coming back. Are you coming back to do the new stuff, or are you coming back to relive the old stuff? Right. If you're coming back to do the new stuff, yeah, absolutely, you're going to find people. There's tons of people still doing it. If you're coming back to do the old stuff, well, most of it you can do by yourself, so you don't have to worry too much about it. It is a lot of, checking off the bucket list. And to address this guy's point on that episode, I did talk about the Obsidian Storm mission in Sandoria, which it's a quest line which you don't even fight anything. It's just a bunch of cutscenes. But it's an amazing storyline. So it's we did mention some of the good talking about that. And yeah, as someone who's playing it right now, it's a lot of grinding because I'm on a fresh character. It's nowhere near as hard to be on a fresh character as it was, obviously, for us.
Right.
But no, it is still fun. It's just, you can't go into it expecting to be beaten over the head with a club like you were way back when. You got to go into it looking at it as kind of a different thing.
Well, and what's popped up a little bit more recently that just really baffles me, and I don't understand it at all. Is
Rap music.
No, the FF11 private servers that people are have been launching. Which, you know, and they'll do the same thing that, like, you know, private servers for WoW Vanilla will do. You know, they roll back a lot of the updates. And I saw one that was like, come back to COP. And it's like, what?
Pre-TOAU.
Or TOAU, whichever it was.
No, pre-TOAU, yeah.
But why? There's like, you're going to be playing with maybe 40 other people that are logged onto that private server, and if you've stripped out all of the additions that Square Enix have added that make the game playable in a solo fashion, why?
Well, I can't really speak to that. I haven't done one of those. I just know, like right now, Barmel and I are doing Double Dragoon. We're leveling up. We're working our way through COP. Most of the stuff, you know, as long as you're leveled up enough, you can do it with just 2 people or just 1 person.
That is so exciting.
We just got whomped on in the airship battle a bunch of times.
Wow, tell me more.
Did you beat the mammoths?
We did. We got past the mammoths.
The mammoths are dead?
Yeah.
Oh, they
we got past the mammoths. Omega promptly stepped on us.
Oh, that's you'll get them though.
That was
you
should
get them, okay?
Sub-Dragoon or
don't get yourself
ninja.
down.
Man, I paid for this.
I believe in you.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, it's something, guys. I can't begin to tell you how much I'm.
What was the hardest part about Omega?
Pile pitch still sucks. Oh no, the additional effect stun. Like, there's still problems.
I guess my question is, are you actually really legitimately having fun doing it, or are you doing it just to see that you can?
No, I would say I'm legitimately having fun doing it.
Legitimately having
that's
fun.
good.
I am happy.
I can hear it in your voice.
Like, oh yeah, like, well, I'll put it this way to you. It's way better than going to work. And that's how FF11 kind of always was.
All right, well, I'm pretty sure that's a 200K, so you can shut up now.
Yep, there you go. I paid for that service, by the way.
Something else that I wanted to mention, too, about the lore thing. I feel like WoW probably ruined what I expect out of lore, and this isn't anyone's fault, and really it wasn't even necessarily World of Warcraft that did it, but because they had the other 2 games, the RTSs in the bag, with as much lore as they have, it's kind of hard for any other game to compete with that level. I mean, they have books, they have comics, they have all these things, so as awesome as FF11 was, and you're right, it was a very realized world. In comparison to all of that now, when I look back now, it's like, but couldn't they have done more? So, I mean, that's another thing. I did love Final Fantasy XI, and FF14 is... I know that you disagree with this, mysterious email writer, but I think that 14 has done it better than what 11 has, or maybe the same. I don't know, but it's really hard to compete with the lore behind something like World of Warcraft.
Well, and you know, they have done a really good job in terms of expanding the lore, and you know,
and that's something coming from a Nero who skips quest text.
Well, for the most part, I do, yeah, and but clearly, you guys have pointed out that there is way more lore than I'm being exposed to,
and I think the fact that it used to be version 1.0 before the Calamity helps with that too.
Yeah, I think it does.
But you also have to realize that now, since the game pretty much flopped in 1.0, that they're trying to hard drive content to keep people playing right now. 11 was out, very, very long time. When you think about where 11 is and all of its lore and where 14 is a baby still. And I think that it has so much potential. I think it'll get bigger and better. But we'll see. Well,
and in Yoship we trust.
We've always looked at, 14 appeals to a wider demographic than 11 did. It's a little bit more friendly, or a lot more friendly than what we came into with 11. But the problem, like we were talking about just a minute ago, was some of those party finder things where your community is like, some of them are really bad. When you have a game that can appeal also to the lowest common denominator, you have to put up with the lowest common denominator.
Yeah, but you really like that term.
But that's not. That's trying to say though that like FF11 didn't have those people in it, and at peak, like it
those people
totally had those people in it. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I know exactly. I have to have an example. I'm sure no one would know him, but no, I know what you're talking about exactly.
Yeah, and that's unavoidable in a game where you're playing with other people. That shit is just unavoidable. There's of course some shitty things about.
Why is that thing sitting at our table?
Yeah, I didn't notice that too.
There's always going to be your outliers and your assholes. But the thing, I mean, FF11 never had a system where you could bring up all of the parties that were seeking people and the text along with it. I'm sure if that had been a function of the game, we'd have
seen them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been way easier to pick out the assholes, kind of like it is now. Yeah, pick out the assholes. That's kind of a bad turn of phrase.
Gross.
Yeah. So yeah, I think, I mean, I appreciate the email, first of all, and I appreciate the criticism, because I think all criticism is good.
To be fair, we were also getting criticism at one point that we were just still talking too positively of FF11 all the time.
That's true. We've received that. We've also received criticism that we're drunk too much.
You're drunk too much.
Can never be drunk too much.
So, but I do appreciate the email. I think some of what they said is fair. Other parts, not so much. But we do appreciate it. And all the emails that we get, hosts@limitbreakradio.com if you would like to send one. Oh,
that was nice.
Well, I don't know why my thing just made noise.
Yeah.
We appreciate your emails even when you're wrong.
Especially when you're wrong.
It does make for better radio.
All right. Let's move on to our next email. Great to listen to you guys again. I've not resubbed to XI. I just want to say keep up that awesome work and provide a bit of content for the beast that is LBR. Question: will there be any interns on the new LBR? Sincerely, Bariothian? I don't know. And Captain Bubbles. He's Captain Bubbles on 14. So
we should start a petition for people to have easier to pronounce names.
Oh, God, I know, right?
Nothing wrong with Captain Bubbles.
No, that one's easy. So, I don't know. Are we going to have interns?
I mean, I guess if we found somebody who would suffice, but I mean, as much as it pains me to say it, Juxta was
best.
1 in a million.
I am the best there ever was.
And believe me, it did pain him. You could see it on his face.
Like it actually takes quite a bit to be an intern. For one, you have to be entertaining. You can't just be annoying. It's a very specific kind of annoying. Shut up, you.
Would you
Can
say
turn
it
his mic
would
off
be
for a second?
entertaining?
And you also have to be willing to put up with all the shit that we give and not get butthurt about it.
Yeah, that's true, too.
My butt is like a rock. Steel ass
and you
is what
have
they
to be
call
ready
me.
to make that
And
comment
you have
on
to be
a
able
moment's
to
notice.
do stuff like that.
Yep.
So he was a diamond in the rough. Mostly rough.
But a diamond nonetheless.
Or rough in the rough.
Rough. Doge.
He's a dog.
Doge.
Thank you for that email, Captain Bubbles. So the answer is maybe.
We could use someone to go through all of our Laser Beam Raptor voice clips and just pick out the good stuff.
Yeah,
like 8 hours of that.
And then and we could
session.
We could also really use someone to act as like a call screener, just to hang out on Skype and ask people what their topics are that they want to talk about and let us know. So if you'd like to be a call screener, you don't actually have to be here for that. You can help us out doing that. If you want to, I don't know, send an email to hosts@limitbreakradio.com. We'll consider you.
Interview.
Look at pros
sure-
only. If it sucks, we're blacklisting you.
That's right. Gonna get that party finder search ready.
Pros only. Learn to call screen. We will blacklist you.
Okay, so greetings, Aniro. While pissing around on break at work today, pissing around.
Piss around.
That's good. That's a pretty good turn of phrase. While pissing around on break at work today, I decided to listen to some old Limit Break Radio episodes, only to find out that you guys have been making new ones for Final Fantasy XIV, and I could not be more excited.
having been an avid listener.
Oh, really? Then why wasn't that an exclamation mark?
Yes,
you could have been way more excited.
Having been an avid listener from the past and playing FFXI, I'm now addicted to. I'm now an addicted 14 player. This is great news. I just wanted to let you guys know that I will do whatever I can to get my whole company onto you guys in hopes of drumming up a larger viewership. And if there's any way that I can be involved once you start taking guests on, I would love to do whatever I can. I played FFXI for too long, and I have been playing A Realm Reborn since Alpha, and I'm sure that there would be enough to cover. Regardless, I'm just happy to see that you guys are back. I look forward to what LBR becomes and does in the future. Orphan of Asura on FFXI and Irie of Bernhilder.
I think that's ire.
Ire?
That's like an actual word.
Whatever. So thank you for that email. There is a way that you can be on the show, and that's by tuning in live at twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio on the days that we stream these episodes live, and then calling. And there's a couple of easy ways to call. You can add Limit Break Radio to your Skype contacts list, or you can simply dial our phone number, which is 810-515-8715.
And in fact, we have time right now, so if you want to go ahead and give us a call right now, we'll be happy to get you on the show. We'll wait, don't worry.
30 seconds.
I feel like we're doing like a telethon or something.
That's okay. We got you, Ire.
So thank you very much for those emails. Much appreciated. God, we have so many people just standing around in our makeshift studio.
So
no, they are
amazing.
definitely not standing. They are dancing around.
That ghost is making me increasingly happy.
This has been fun. I like doing this. I like doing this live the way that we've been doing it. It's been fun getting people involved and having people call up to the show. I want to thank everyone who called up.
I didn't think there would be that many people just coming around, hanging out, and being weird.
Yeah,
on the
but
People have stuff to do. It's a Saturday. Go do something.
Everyone wants to be on TV. It's their 15 minutes of fame here.
Yeah.
Except Anir doesn't have nameplates on, so these are just random nameless people.
Oh my god.
Can you see just some guy like bringing all of his friends around like, that's me right there?
Guys.
What? Holy shit!
He's tweeting about us.
Wow.
It just says
my
it's
God,
creepy.
that's so frightening.
It just says, I'm here.
I'm like relatively certain like this
I've
is like
always
we're all going to
watched
die
Limit-
on our way home tonight.
It says, I've always watched Limit Break Radio. Decided to reveal myself.
What? Oh my god.
Can we end the episode now?
In the world of Final Fantasy XIV, there is no one as distinctive as Mr. Face. Cause I've seen like 2 or 3 of me around and stuff, and that's like unsettling, but I have never seen a Mr. Face before. He
Oh,
is
there's that
unique.
picture of this person hanging upside down and your face is just ducking out from around his leg.
Can I go home now?
So scary.
Mr. Faces is the most recent one.
It is so hot in here.
Oh, I know, it's brutal.
Let's take off all our clothes.
No.
Too late.
Oh my god, I quit. I'm out.
This episode's over. We're done. No more. No, I am leaving. Put that
Ending is
away.
that
So
people
gross.
listening probably don't even know.
So gross. Juxta took off his shirt.
It's very sweaty. Just so everyone knows, I'm actually very hairy in real life. And when I get really sweaty, it like kind of clumps together like hair, and I can brush it.
Callow just booked it out of this
There you
room.
go. Have that mental image, assholes.
Yeah, all right, Aniro, it's time to say goodnight.
All right. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Make sure that you subscribe, twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. Follow us on Twitter. That's at Limit Break Radio. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Limit Break Radio. You can interact with the show. Make sure that you add us on Skype, Limit Break Radio, to be a future caller. And since we're gonna end the show, let's all get up here and do some good old dancing.
Yeah, everyone's dancing.
And Juxta gets to take it like a man.
God damn it.
All right.
Oh, God, there's
I'm right on
Face.
the edge. Oh, God, Mr. Face is dancing with us.
Everyone get up on the table.
Everyone come dance.
Everyone, come on.
Even you in the back there, crafter guy, get over here.
We want everybody up
This is
here.
fantastic. Oh, God.
Wow.
Here they come. Now they're coming.
This is so awesome. Hang on, I need to take screenshots.
Oh my God! Look at everybody. Yes, yes. Here they come.
Wow.
This is awesome.
This is great.
This is like the LBR equivalent of Girls on Trampolines at the end of Man Show.
Wow, look at that dapper guy right there. He is awesome. I like that guy. What's that guy's name?
Look at that Tom very spazzy now.
This is fantastic. Oh, God.
What's Scalia, what's that big guy's name? Big guy in the red.
Fiery Mojo.
Fiery Mojo, you rock.
I think so.
Oh God.
We need to draw names for the contest.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about that.
Oh, and we
Forgot
also
about
don't we
that.
have to give a shout out to someone?
Dance is our drum roll.
What are you doing?
We've got little slips of paper in this
Oh,
hat.
I get to pull it because I did the thing.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Ready?
Ready?
Hold it.
Pick one.
Anyone?
Just one. Just one.
Pick 5.
Just one.
Drum roll, please.
We have Sevo Kevo.
Congratulations, Sevo Kevo. You win a Final Fantasy XIV Before Meteor soundtrack.
Nice.
Congratulations!
David Bowie!
Oh, David Bowie!
David fucking Bowie!
That's
David
right.
Bowie.
Shout out to David Bowie. And if you want to know more, twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. You can watch our what was it? Was it Hawk Manor?
Hawk Manor.
Yeah, we did Hawk Manor with
Was
David
it Hawk
Bowie.
Manor?
It was Hawk
David
Manor.
Bowie,
Yes, it was.
we love you.
David
Post
Bowie.
on our
Shout out.
Facebook. Get friend me. Get
super-
the fuck on Sargantanis.
Super shout out to David Bowie. All right.
Wait, did you see Mr. Face teabagging you?
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for Limit Break Radio for this episode. I want to thank Kalo Landis, Juxtaposition, Escalia Rayumasa, and Nika Kayanian for joining us today. I'm Aniro. Keep listening. Limit Break Radio is a production of LimitBreakRadio.com and Bender Media Productions. Final Fantasy XIV is a trademark of Square Enix. Opening music in this episode from Daniel Lambie. Listen to Man with the Machine Gun and other great tracks at Facebook.com/Daniel Lambie Metal Gamer. Closing music provided by Husky by the Geek. Listen to this and other great Final Fantasy XIV covers at Facebook.com/Husky by the Geek. Limit Break Radio and its hosts are solely responsible for its content.